like this ain't built to last. I might just fade like those before me. When will you forget my past? Got questions, ask you know the stories. Hey guys, Alec DeLelio here, back with another guitar tutorial. Today we're going to be learning Woods by Mac Miller. Now if you're new here, basically the way this is going to work is I'm going to tab out all the chords to the song, which will be in the description of the video for you to follow along, and we're going to go through them one by one, as well as the song structure. So basically, the same three chords and the same chord progression is used for about 90% of the song, right? And that's what I was just playing here. So we're going to go over those three chords. They're F major 7, A minor, and D minor, or you could also play A minor 7 and D minor 7. And the only part of the song that deviates from those three chords is the ending, which we'll go over at the end of the tutorial. But basically, for these first three chords, you have an F major 7, as I said. So you're going to play that with your index finger on the 8th fret of the A string. That's an F note. And you're going to build the major 7 by using your ring and pinky fingers on the 10th fret of the D and B strings, middle finger on the 9th fret of the G string. So that's your first chord, your F major 7. You can also play that as an F open chord here, which is you're going to play with your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G, and then your index finger on the 1st fret of the top two strings. So up to you if you want to play that open chord or if you want to play it up here. Both work. Secondly, we have an A minor or an A minor 7. So the way that I like to play this is by barring all 6 strings on the 5th fret with my index finger, and then my ring finger is on the 7th fret of the A string. So that's a minor 7. But you could also play that as an open chord as well. So an open A minor chord, you're going to have an open A string, of course, because that's your root note. And then your middle and ring fingers are going to be on the 2nd fret of the D and G strings, index finger on the 1st fret of the B string. That's an A minor, and if you just lift up your ring finger there, that becomes an A minor 7. So you can either play it here, here, or you could, lift up your ring finger to make it minor 7. So from there, the last chord is a D minor or a D minor 7. So the way that I play that, again, is with a bar on the 5th fret. So coming out of this A minor 7 into the D minor 7 is a natural transition because both of them involve a bar on the 5th fret. But for the D minor 7, you're only going to bar the A string down. So the top 5 strings. Ring finger on the 7th fret of the D string, middle finger on the 6th fret of the B string, D minor 7. And that should be a pretty simple transition out of the A minor 7. You don't move that much. You could also play this one as an open chord as well, though. So to do that, you would just do an open D string, and then you're going to have your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, index finger on the 1st fret of the high E string. And that would be an open D minor chord. So just to recap, there's 3 chords, F major 7, A minor 7, and D minor 7, which you can play as bar chords like this. Or you can play them as open chords like this. So the open chords are going to be a bit easier. The bar chords are going to be a bit more difficult, but give you a more full sound. But basically, those are the only 3 chords that you need to know for all of the verses and all of the choruses except one, and that is the last chorus. So you might have noticed in the song that the chords change a little bit at the very end of the song, and they change to this. Instead of, do I love, they change to, do I love. So it's a subtle difference, but it is there, and it does make the song more interesting. So if you're going to cover the song, you should include these chord changes. So for that ending, you start out on a C major, which I play and I recommend you play as an open C chord. So ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, that's your C. Middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Index finger on the 1st fret of the B string with an open G. So do I. And then from there, we go to an E minor, which you could either play open, which is just all open except for the 2nd frets of the A and D strings, which you're going to play with your middle and ring fingers. So you could either play your A minor there, or you could play it up here. And that's going to be the same position that we went over earlier for this D minor 7, right? So you could either play the open E minor, or in this case it would be an E minor 7. And from there you go back to the D minor 7. So it's actually, I think easier if you play it with the bar chord shape, because you can just slide down right to from the E minor 7 to the D minor 7, shifting that exact shape down 2 frets. So just to recap, for the most of the song, we have this. Which is that F, A minor, D minor. And then for the very end, we have C, E minor, D minor. Do I love? And that's all. Again, all the chords are going to be tabbed out in the description of this video, so feel free to go check those out again for reference. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm open to requests for future covers and guitar tutorials, so feel free to leave me a comment. And I hope this is helpful and that you guys have a great day.